Alright, Tesla fans, this video is for if one of your headlights broke and stopped working. I'm going to tell you what I'm about to do, and then I'll make a second video as far as whether it worked or not. So watch this first video, and then I'll see if I can do a follow-up video. So here's the story on this specific one. The left headlight works, left blinker works, and on this one there was a wheel well here, so it protected everything as far as water getting through. This side, however, I did not have a wheel well, as you can tell. No wheel well. So this winter, as I was driving around, basically as the wheel was spinning, water was hitting the headlight, which typically the headlight is encased, so it's not an issue. But I'm going to show you the issues with the Tesla headlights. As you can tell, there's some water in here. Right there. You can see that. So the whole beam stopped working, the turn signal stopped working, the running light, this part eventually stopped working. It at first kind of blinked and then eventually spazzed out. So here's what I did. I took the headlight off. There's other videos you can watch. And then what I did was, these Tesla headlights, I'm gonna first tell you as far as like how the water got in. So the water, if you don't have a wheel well, make sure you have them. It'll go in because all headlights, including the Tesla headlights, if you take the headlight off, as you can see, this is where the plug goes. I have a feeling either the water got in through there, or it could possibly have gone through this little square looking thing. It's actually called a breather mesh. So it looks like a piece of tape, but actually it's not tape. If you take it off, there's actually a hole right there. But it's a breather mesh, so it's used for if any water gets into the headlight, that eventually it evaporates, and it uses this mesh here for the water to evaporate. Well, in the winter, it's not very hot, so the water doesn't have anywhere to evaporate, and this actually acts as a hole. So when that wheel spins, basically the water goes right through this mesh and eventually collects inside the headlight. So if you don't got on your wheel wells, get yourself a wheel well. Same thing with my lower, like, fog light slash turn signal. It got foggy and eventually stopped working as well. So both headlights, and both the headlight and the turn signal on the bottom, stopped working after the winter. So what I'm doing right now is, I don't know if it's this module, the ballast that burnt out, that short-circuited, or if it's the actual light bulb LED that burnt out. So I took this off, I flipped it over, and I kind of looked inside, and it looked clean from the left side, and as you go towards the right, I found some corrosion there. So some of that water that got through got corroded. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to clean it out, and there's some dirt in there too, but you can see it's still wet. And then even on the plug, you can kind of tell the left side's clean, and then towards the right side there's some corrosion from the water. And I also took a good sniff of this, and if you smell it, it smells like it's been burnt. It smells like it's got like some sort of a electrical circuit that got toasted. So either this part needs to get replaced, or the bulbs inside need to get replaced, or possibly both. I got a suspicion it's this thing, and the reason I think it's this thing that needs to get replaced is because it flickered. It would flicker for about 2 or 3 seconds when I turn it on, and then it would just stop working. So now, since I don't have a new one, I've got another headlight over there. What I'm gonna do, and for the part 2 of the video, after I take it off, I'm gonna take off that headlight, take the ballast off of that headlight, and put it back on this one, and I'm gonna see if this one lights up. And if it lights up, then I know that it's the ballast that needs to get replaced. I'm gonna get myself a new one. But before I replace them, I think I'm gonna clean this one up, slap it back on there, and see if it fires up. And if it fires up, then great. Maybe it's just it was wet. And I'll probably also wait for it to dry up. So I might leave this out in the sun, or maybe maybe put it over the vent inside my house. For the water to evaporate out of there. So if this is helpful, give a thumbs up or subscribe. So this is going to be basically a DIY to find out if it's the ballast or if it's the LED bulb. And I'll probably do the same thing with that fog light, although that fog light does not have a ballast. I'm guessing the LED burnt out. So I'll make a second video if you want to watch part 2 after this. Good luck.